Welcome back to the Vaporladylounge. And we're going to go on now from the battery, going from an improved battery, to some of the improved tanks that you can go to. And we're going to take this step by step. Now, you have your new winder type battery that lets you turn up the voltage up and down. And this is the biggest improvement you can make over your stock Kanger or Ego type battery. But after that, you say to yourself, you know what, I'd like a few more tanks. I'd like a few more flavors. Well, I would recommend, first of all, that if you really like your EVODs or the particular tank that you have, maybe you've got the iClear 16, and we're not buying clones here. We are buying the real thing. Never buy a clone. It only brings sadness and disappointment when it comes to tanks. Now, you also have a choice in going to a Cardo tank. Now, these are all the ones that I'm going to show you today are all the same file and form factor as the Ego size battery. In other words, we're not going to a large fat tank that sticks up on the top. But we're just going to go over real quickly the smaller Ego same form factor type tank. So this is being the EVOD tank. It features a bottom coil clearamizer. It has a small atomizer in the base, and there's the atomizer there. That's replaceable. So the next thing you want to buy will be something that is similar. You don't want to go running off and trying new things, but we'll go through it step by step and you can judge for yourself. The best thing to do would be to, at least for your first and second tank purchases, is to stay within the same family and type of tank, especially if it's made you happy. So your options, once you have the EVOD tank, is to go into something, say, made of glass. Now, this is if you're going to want to be doing your more caustic fluids, such as fluid, such as cinnamon, or your citrus flavors. Also, I think glass tanks impart a better flavor. Now, the reason that I don't say right off the bat to get glass tanks is because a lot of you out there have a rough and tumble life. You go to work, you're playing with kids, you're going to the park, you go fishing, you've got to have a poly type tank for that type of thing. If you're the kind of guy who puts things in his pocket, if you're a woman who just throws your EVOD into your unit into a purse, you're going to have rough and tumble. But when you want to have a better vaping experience, and I compare it to whether you've ever drank milk out of a plastic carton or a glass carton, the flavor is much better if it comes from a glass system. But when you're ready to go into a better vape, into a glass tank, there's the same company, the Kanger Mini Protank. Now this is a Kanger Mini Protank 2. This means that the difference between the Kanger Mini Protank 1 and 2 is simply that the 2 you can take apart and replace the glass in case it breaks. So that makes it somewhat superior to the original Mini Protank, but the Mini Protank is still a good product too. Now, the nice thing about your Mini Protank is that it will fit your original 650 batteries, and it will vape quite nicely. So we'll take a vape off of that. Nice vapor, nice flavor, and very, very stylish. The nice thing about it is, too, since you've gotten your winder battery, as we talked about in the last video, is these are all completely compatible with one another. So I can take the Mini Protank off of my original Ego Kanger type battery, and I can now put it on the twist. And it's Ego threaded. That means that the threads go on this outside set of threads that are on the battery. And the cone, it's a cone on the outside that goes over those threads. That's what an Ego type thread is. Now we've got it on the twist, and of course we can turn up our heat on it, which is why I recommended your next step should be a twist type battery, and you're going to see the difference immediately. I've only got it at 4 volts. Obviously I don't have it on there tight enough. Now you're getting big vapor on a big battery. So you can't go wrong with going to like the Kanger Mini Protank 2. You're going to have that glass tank experience, the glass tank taste, and it's also completely compatible with the EVOD atomizers that you have. They will fit into the Mini, or you can buy the Protank atomizers. It will, when you buy it, it does come with 2 Protank atomizers. And they are a little bit longer. Let me grab one. Than the EVOD. As you see, now this is the Protank, this is the EVOD atomizer, but they're interchangeable. You can use both in either one, and they give a nice vape. So then you're getting a lot of variety, because you can put your EVOD atomizer in your Protank 2 and enjoy that vaping experience. It's a little tighter flavor, and the Protank is a little airier. So you can switch back and forth. So you're not going out and right off the bat having to buy all new equipment. So this would be my next upgrade from a basic kit, so that you can get that nice glass tank experience for sitting around in the evening. Very nice indeed. Now it holds 1.5 milliliters, just like the EVOD does. And you can see they are the same size, same form factor, same size. So you really can't go wrong. So until the next time, folks, vape long, vape strong, and thank you for not smoking.